Hello, good morning. Once again, me in front of you. Okay. So I think you are all well. Yes, by the grace of God, you are all fit, quite well. Okay. So today, I am going to the second lesson. In the last day, we have done the lesson 1. Okay, let us go to little bit, revise the lesson 1, recap the lesson 1. So lesson 1, what we have done? We have set our mind, we have to do, and then there is a homework. What was that? Homework, that is self-introduction. We should practice our self-introduction. And self-introduction, stand before a mirror, in front of the mirror inside your house, and you do the self-introduction. And self-introduction, the 6 points, there were 6 points. Based on that 6 point, you just tell your self-introduction. Yes, you are a baby. And the mindset is you are a baby of 4, 5, 6 years old. So no hesitation, no fear. I think you are all practicing. Okay? Okay, do it. And another task, what is that? That task was your daily activities. Remember daily activities when? At night, doing all the day work, finish everything, eating. At night, before going bed, you are on the lawn or you are just lying down on your bed or sitting in a chair alone. You are just recalling and remembering all the activities what you have done throughout the day. Isn't it? I think you are all doing and getting interest. You do it. Please, you do it and see the magic will happen within 1-2 months, within a few months after a few class. Okay, you carry on that. Today, whenever you are speaking, I will tell about that. Whenever you are speaking, sometimes you may face some problem. Sentence pattern. And you are getting some hesitation. I am clearing the things today. I am explaining how you can set your sentence. Okay, come to the second lesson. Today in the second lesson, you see, I will discuss about the basic sentence pattern of English. Basic sentence pattern. You see, we are in Indians here, all those languages, see, Hindi, Punjabi, Uriya, Keralian, Malayalam, Assamese, whatever may be. All the Indian language, we used to say like this, even in Bengali. I belong to Bengali. What type of sentence pattern? Sentence pattern? Sentence pattern is like that. Subject is used first and the verb is used in the last. And other, whatever the words or informative words are there, we put in between the subject and verb. There is a little basic difference. See, number 1 here I am showing subject, S for subject and V for verb. Subject plus verb, I eat. I am taking the simple example so that you can understand that. Look at here. See, I eat. I eat. Yes, I eat. What is subject? You have to know. You know what is subject. Subject means who is doing the work or about whom something is told. Here, I will discuss it in detail in the next lesson. So, to understand these things, just I am going just a little bit touching all this. Subject, here is subject I, because I am doing the work, the eating work, it is done by me. So, what I do? I eat. So, eat is the verb, it is the action. So, I do the action, eating action. So, here is eat is the verb. Okay. Next is subject plus verb plus C. What is C? C for complement. Complement means it gives always additional information, extra information. See, the sentence, it is completed sentence. What is sentence? Now, I will touch a little bit. Sentence. A word or a group of words while gives a meaning and a full sense of mind, while expresses a full sense of mind. That is sentence. A word or a group of words while expresses a full sense of mind, that is sentence. Here is I eat. Yes, I eat. I eat. There is a meaning. And the next sentence, come to the second one. I eat what? Rice. In grammatical term, rice is object. We'll go what is object and in the next classes. Here is this object, this rice, it is complementary. What is rice doing here? Rice giving extra information. What I eat rice. That means if I ask verb, subject what doing? So subject is doing eating rice. So it is another information. I eat, it is a sentence complete. Then I eat what? I eat rice. That means rice is giving extra information. So extra information, these are called complement of the sentence. Two types of complements are there. There is subjective complement, objective. I will go detail in next classes. So now come to the third number. So subject plus verb plus complement plus complement. So here you see, I eat, complete sentence, then complement. What is the extra information? I eat rice. Okay, next is with dal and veg curry. So you understand, try to follow it. So all those are extra information. I eat what? Rice. Then rice, how I eat? With dal and veg curry. So another information. Like this you come to the 4, example number 4, subject plus complement plus verb plus C. See, I always eat rice. I always eat rice. Here I subject, eat verb. Okay, always, every day, all the time, I always eat what? Rice. So always and rice is extra information. These are complement. Come to this big sentence here. I am just reading this sentence and you follow I have divided the sentence after the phrase. Early in the morning, getting up from my bed, drinking a glass of warm water, doing 1 hour exercise, taking bath, putting my official dress, I always eat fresh rice with dal veg curry very deliciously at 9 a.m. to keep me fit physically so that I may do all the work of the day. See, here I have divided all these huge sentences divided into after that a phrase. The phrase is early in the morning, it is a phrase. Phrase, what is phrase and clause? It is a part of a sentence. Phrase is a group of words without subject and verb, and clause is a group of words with subject and verb. So we will come detail in the next classes. So here you see, in this big sentence, I eat, these two words is the heartbeat. These two words just like a husband and wife of a family. These two words father and mother of a family. Except leaving these two words, the sentence is meaningless. If you remove this I eat, these two words from this sentence is meaningless. But there are so many sentences. It is happening in our writing cases also. We are writing lots, page after page, but there is the main word we are missing. So it is meaningless. Written is huge, but meaningless writing. Here is also, you try to understand, it will be very clear from your mind. Now see, early in the morning, this is the part. And this part, all these phrases, if I add to this subject and verb, they will make the different sentence. And it is called split the sentence. It is a huge sentence at a single sentence, and it comes in your 9, 10, 11, 12 and beyond. That examination also, competitive examinations, you will face this type of question. Here you make it clear. So phrase, this is the complement part, add with the main, that is subject and verb. All these you can make, you can split, you can make the separate sentence. I am giving you that example. I am reading here. See, I am adding all this part with I eat. See, early in the morning, I eat. It is a sentence. Getting up from my bed, I eat. It is another sentence. Drinking a glass of warm water, I eat. It is another sentence. Doing 1 hour exercise, I eat. See, all the different and full complete meaning is coming with extra information. Then taking bath, I eat. Putting my official dress, I eat. And the next, what are coming? I eat fresh rice. I eat with dal veg curry. See, I eat very deliciously. Then I eat at 9 a.m. I eat to keep me fit physically. I eat so that I may do. What I may do? So that I may do all the work of the day. That is the magic. I think you are getting interest. You're feeling so happy. Yes, this is the magic of building sentence. And these phrase, clause, and the grammar, it is helping us, making our sentence in various ways, and we will enjoy the building sentence. So whatever the task I have given you, I have given 2 tasks for practice, please you do. That is self-introduction. Yes, self-introduction. Self-introduction, you use this pattern, sentence building pattern, and then the daily activities when you are remembering, at night, being alone, you just remember all those activities and use the pattern. One point I am giving you, that is, suppose you are starting, you are telling, but you cannot find, you are not satisfied with the sentence building, sentence construction, you rebuild the sentence again and again. In our own mother tongue also we do. Suppose about something we are telling and we are not satisfied, oh, it is not clear to them. I think it is not clear to them. After telling, we just feel it. Yes. Then what we do? We rebuild the sentence. We explain it in different way. Here also you do. Suppose one word in Hindi maybe, or Marathi maybe, or Oriya maybe, you cannot get the word. Substitute word of English. Forget that one. Rebuild your sentence in another way. And you will find the easier way, and you will make the different sentences to express the same feeling, and you will make clear to the audience what you want to say. That is the magic of building the sentence, and that is the magic of communicating. And see, one more point that is also in the beginning I told, you don't forget that whenever we speak, at that time our main motto, communicate, convey the message. Convey the message. There is not bothering about that you are telling the full sentence. We have to understand that we are conveying whatever the message, the listeners, they can understand or not. That is, suppose I am giving you example. Suppose somebody here in front of me, I am just asking, hello, please go. Where is subject here? No subject here, but I am telling go. There is subject, it is omitted. So that subject is, yes, please, you go. And another question I am asking, suppose another thing I am talking, hello, can you do this? Can you do this? The fellow is telling, yes. Yes. It is single word sentence. Single word sentence. Yes, it is a sentence. Why it is a sentence? Sentence because, yes, I can do. Yes carries the sense I can do. That is why I can do, there is the inner meaning, and the fellow is answering me yes. So like this we can build the sentence. When we are present in front of the situation, when we are in the situation, at the time need not to say all the words, need not to utter all the things, but in the writing cases, we have to write all the situation, then the dialogues, whatever may be. That is the difference between dialogue, and that is the difference between speaking and writing. So, in that case, our parents, maybe shopkeeper, maybe fruit seller, maybe the laborers, whatever the talking they do correctly. They do follow the full grammar. That's why the meaning is coming and we can understand, we can communicate. There is grammar. We will discuss in the next lesson and next lesson gradually. Grammar is everywhere. Nobody telling without grammar. Speaking, whenever it is somehow, I have heard like this from some cases. Yes, when you speak, no need to do the grammar. In the first lesson also I told, forget grammar. Yes. Forget grammar means you try to become the natural. Whatever coming, you know so many words. Whatever coming in your mouth, you just utter, you just say. First you walk, then you correct. First you walk, then you correct. You have to say first, you have to walk first. That is the thing, that is the motto. I think you are understanding all this thing, you are getting interest. Write in the comment box. Those who did not subscribe, subscribe our channel My Mission Adhyayan and push the bell button all. Okay, we'll come to the next lesson with the next chapter, and we have started revising our grammar also, how the grammar is using. It is very easy. I will give you the tips. No hum, no worry, don't worry about that. You will learn everything. You will learn very lovingly and you will enjoy the speaking fluently speaking you can do. You will enjoy that. Okay, till then, for the next lesson, again I will come. So you be fit, you keep quiet and you quite fit physically, mentally, and go on practice. Go and practice a little bit. And I told 1 hour out of the whole 24 hours, 1 hour you find out and do it, and you enjoy English speaking. Okay, today this much. Thank you very much. Okay, bye. We'll see you in the next class.